Earlier today also spoke with local school officials in Texas regarding this horrific tragedy, and he joins us now to talk about it even more. Congressman, what did you learn in the meeting with those school officials?
Well, I learned that they stay awake at night, throughout the year without even having an incident like this, wondering if something like that would happen to their school. I can tell you as a parent of 3 elementary school aged children that I'm no different. And when these things happen, you ask the question, can it, will it, when would it happen to your children? So it's a situation where there is a sense of helplessness. But the folks here in Texas are not looking to Washington to solve this problem. They believe, like most of the people I represent, that in a situation like this, the first thing we need to do is pray for these families, and then review the things that we've done as a state, and see if there are gaps and things that we can do better. But the last thing that they want is for us to make it harder from a federal standpoint for them to protect their children in a last line of defense with the right to keep and bear arms. I can tell you that much.
Yeah, I always want to make sure we don't blame the schools, the districts, because it sounds like they did everything they could in this situation. We'll find out more details about if something else could have been done. But what do you see as the gaps? And by the way, just to throw in, we're talking about teachers also that gave their lives trying to defend children who were being killed by the shooter. From what you're aware of, what kind of gaps do you see that you want to know more about?
Well, in a situation like this, let me say from the outset, if somebody is hell-bent on a murderous rampage, it's somebody that has the kind of evil that had consumed this young man, there is no fail-safe system. And that's why, as a last line of defense, you have to be able to meet the perpetrator with equal or greater force when they get to the school. But certainly, hardening school security was something that Texas did after the Santa Fe shooting and made a tremendous investment there. There's training so that people are reacting in a way that's informed and thoughtful, and they're not overwhelmed by the situation. There are mentorship programs that they have for at-risk students that they pair up with adults, and obviously there are mental health services available. But the Marshall program in Texas and the Guardian program, at which a third of the schools in Texas have availed themselves of, allows teachers, administrators, coaches who are trained to carry firearms to defend those children if a situation like this arises. And I think all those things are in place.
Yeah, all right. Congressman Jodey Arrington, thanks so much for your insight.
Thank you all.